Okay, let's have a look at this problem. You might want to pause now. So, wonder how you did if you pause there. So we're going to start again. Remember, X comes first, then Y, going along the corridor up the stairs. And remember, even though Y comes first, when we read from left to right on this page, in reality, we're going in alphabetical order, always starting with the horizontal line, the X-axis, and then moving on to the vertical. So let's have a little look. So A's first this time. Very convenient. Go up here and up here. So we're going along the corridor and across here. I'm going to just write here. Along the corridor is 2. And then up the stairs was 2. Nice little square. And now we are going to the next one. Remember to use your ruler and do it lightly, not too heavy, because you can obstruct other details and it's really hard to erase. So we went along the corridor. Here we got to 9 and then along the stairs. And this is where when you have the same color pencil, where it can get a little bit tricky. That's why I've done it all in green. So you can see it stops at 2 as well. So going along the corridor, we have 9, and then coming here, we have 2. And then finally, C, always last. So we go along here. Now, it would be quite easy to go up here if we're just eyeballing it, just looking at it, but use your ruler. We've got 7, and then across here, which is 8. So along the corridor, 7, and then across to the y-axis, which is 8. So let's double check. You know, I love to double check. So we've got 2, 2 for A, perfect. B, 9, 2, excellent. And then C, 7, 8. Now, we have to think like an examiner and not make their life hard. And I've made my examiner's life pretty hard right now. Can you see that looks like 9, 1, 2? Why would I do that to the examiner? We need a comma to separate, but make that comma very clear. And sometimes it's written for you. If you did have a box like this, just as an example, and in this box you noticed there was a little comma, and then you ignored it, and you put your 2 here and you didn't leave anything there, it could translate as 22, 0. Your examiner, as I said before, has a rubric to follow. They cannot make exceptions. They do not know you personally. And even if they did, they cannot make exceptions for you. Their work will also be moderated, meaning other examiners or their managers will be looking through their work to make sure they're being fair. Because sometimes people will complain, teachers will complain, parents will complain and be like, that's not an accurate mark. I didn't expect my child to get that result. And in that case, they need to show that they're being fair and they're following the rules. So make sure you make their lives so easy. So if it is a box like this, put your answers in the correct place. That's just a little example for you. And that goes for every exam you're ever going to take. Think like an examiner. What would you do? If you're in a bit of a hurry and you have many papers to mark, you want to look at something that's clear, easy to read, and accurate.